What? Yeah, San Francisco streets. Catch up on Channel 5 news. I'm gonna skim through it super fast because sometimes, well, I don't think Andrew posts anything that's toss, but we'll see. We can do that or watch. I think that's the only interesting thing we've queued up. The rest are just a few scary movies. We got some FNAF lore. All right, let's figure out what's going on here. On the San Francisco streets. Okay, I need to visit a toilet. Enjoy, have fun, have a good pee or poop. Whichever one it is, hope you have fun. Okay. San Francisco streets. All right. This one's like 50 minutes long. I feel like we should maybe hang these curtains before, because sometimes I feel like this is going to take 2 hours to hang these curtains. No. Take 20 minutes, right? There's no way it's going to take me that long to hang curtains, right? Yeah, no way. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll hang the curtains, and then maybe we'll break into some Cult of the Lamb to finish it up. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, my name is Dennis. I've been doing fentanyl for some years now, for about 3, 4 years, 5 years, here in San Francisco. It's an unseen thing, like an unseen force that's taking over Frisco, I think. Everybody on hype, on Fetty, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing Fetty. It's a fad now.
Do you use any of the harm reduction services they offer out here?
Yeah, I use them. I use them to get what I need, get my foil, get my tutors, get my shit, you know what I'm saying?
Have you tried to get clean before?
Nah, I haven't. I haven't tried to get clean.
Do you want to?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? Hey, what happened?
Out on camera, a carjacking in San Francisco in broad daylight.
Why is that Prius speeding away backwards?
A group doing interviews for a web show saw a food delivery driver pull up to a restaurant to pick up a pizza. The driver left his car running. Someone hopped in and sped off backwards.
And just like that, within 90 seconds of being in San Francisco, I witnessed open-air fentanyl use, a carjacking, and ended up on the nightly news.
Hello, my name is Andrew Callahan, and you're about to watch our documentary.
Welcome to America. Welcome to the USA, California. California is going through it. How long was he in town? He said within the first hour of being in San Francisco. Oh, no way.
San Francisco streets.
Did he say the first hour? The OC, baby. Well, the OC is the nice part. Orange County. Well, I don't even know. Does California even have any more nice parts?
Ended up on the nightly news.
He said within...
I witnessed open-air fentanyl. And just like that, within 90 seconds of being in San Francisco...
90
I witnessed open-air fentanyl use, a carjacking, and ended up
This
on the
is my
nightly
country,
news.
baby.
Hello, my name is Andrew Callahan, and you're about
I'm
to watch
talking
our
about the
documentary.
TV show. Oh, the OC, baby. That's like Beverly Hills 90210. Those are those like super fancy people shows, I think. The Orange County is still like pretty high end. Beverly Hills up there, but the rest of California is suffering hard. There's robberies all. I mean, we just saw a carjacking and dude doing drugs in open air, and he turns around and there's literally someone's car being stolen. Holy
San
shit.
Francisco streets. Our most in-depth project yet, which explores a variety of issues such as homelessness, shoplifting, gentrification, harm reduction, city history, zoning laws, fentanyl, and so forth. We're going to be talking to cops, drug dealers, local vigilantes, professional shoplifters, harm reduction workers,
Professional
pimps, and beyond.
shoplifters.
Some of the footage ahead may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
back to the streets.
The victim yelling for help as a YouTuber tries to interview him.
That guy just went in to grab a DoorDash order, and then he ran out when he saw his car
Yes,
get jacked.
dude.
It happens that fast.
Thankfully, the delivery driver's Prius was found a few blocks away 30 minutes later.
Minutes later, officers arrested 52-year-old Karen.
Bro, she just jumped in that shit. She just jumped in and took his fucking
Holcomb.
But by then, cell phone footage of the incident had gone viral,
There's a lot of chaos happening in this. For example,
racking up millions of views and tens of thousands of comments. It would be a Prius. San Francisco is gayer than shit. If a nuke dropped on California, I would actually be happy. You get what you vote for. Thanks, Biden. Thank God I live in Florida. Why is that Jew all gas, no brakes with?
Fam, you're cheesing me. Is this shit staged?
I was amused, but also puzzled. I mean, how did that video go viral so fast? And who recorded it?
The man who posted this video, Richie Wynn, is a San Francisco native.
Oh, that's the guy.
It's always wild down here, raw. The crime has gotten out of control.
It has, though.
I felt like they had empathy.
The man who recorded the video was named Richie Wynn, a former cocaine dealer who got caught with a couple 8-balls during COVID and came out of jail sober. Nowadays, he works at a nightclub and films something called the Ciroc Challenge.
Hey, Joe!
And sometimes, just sometimes, goes on Fox News.
So Richie used to deal drugs. What's your solution to all that?
Richie used to use drugs. Wait, what the fuck? Is this real? San Francisco District Attorney allowing open air drug use? So no wonder the guy didn't even care about hiding his drugs. So you can just shoot up in public in San Francisco and they don't care? Oh my god, no wonder it's going to shit. Oh my god.
Not to discuss bottle service, but rather to discuss his other videos, which basically consist of him confronting homeless people on the sidewalk.
What you smoking, man? What you guys doing out here? You shooting up right here, bro? Is that some crack, mama? You want to do that in front of the kids, man? Clean that shit up, bro. That shit's ugly, bro. My name's Richie Wynn. Basically, I'm kind of like a video vigilante, if you will. I'm kind of taking it into my own hands to film some of the things that I feel like.
Well, I mean, that's great so we can see, because I live in Las Vegas. That's one state away. That's like I live 4.5 hours from California. So, I mean, like, this is crazy. I didn't know the San Francisco DA allowed open air drug use. That's the most insane thing to think about. You can just literally, you can do whatever in the open in San Francisco and you won't get in trouble for it.
Like are plaguing the city, mainly the drug use. Hey, bro, you know people got kids and stuff like that. You out here rolling up heroin or fentanyl. You can't be doing that right here. Have a little fucking respect, man, for people that pay rent. I don't think the children should have to see it because it's grotesque. A lot of it is.
That's what the fuck I'm saying. You can't even raise a family here if there's people just shooting up in the open. What the? And the comments on the YouTube are true. You get what you vote for, and they voted for these kind of things. Oh my god, dude! They got butane, and it literally says "whip it."
You know, it's harsh to see. It is very gruesome. Some of these individuals are suffering from also mental illness and picking away at themselves. They are shooting drugs in their neck. They are screaming about obscenities that can be triggering to somebody that is frail and is still developing. I gotta stop smoking that shit in front of the kids, man. You got the kids right here, man. What the fuck you say, man? Arrest these individuals. Take them into custody. This bus stop.
Bro, there was kids. What is my country coming to? And this is California, you know, it's insane how far it has fallen. It used to be, I mean, it still is like the mecca of weather here. Like, it's got the best weather, best humidity, you've got the beaches, you've got everything you want to live there, but what is happening with the whole, like, public management is ridiculous.
Stop right here is it's the 14 mission. Last year, I shot a viral video. A group of school children were getting off of that bus right there. Bye, kids. Y'all get home safe, okay? and they had to wade their way through this kind of mess that you're seeing right here, which is like an open-air drug market. You know, people using, people selling. Countless people have seen it. Numerous news outlets have used it.
For Richie, filming San Francisco's Decay
Wow.
is a steady side hustle. Last year, Fox News spent $1.6 billion on licensing fees. Essentially, that means acquiring the rights to content, usually scary, juicy content, engineered to generate maximum outrage and piss off their core demographic to bring more eyes to cable TV, which is a dying platform.
Yay, we get active. Democrats approve of racial violence.
And in just this year alone, Fox News has licensed over a dozen of Richie's clips. It's not clear how much they pay Richie per video, but his work has been featured in multiple primetime segments. Here's a couple examples.
When I was a kid, my biggest worry in school was forgetting my locker combo. Now these kids in San Francisco have this. Homeless drug addicts, after getting off the school bus, who the heck thought this was a good idea?
In San Francisco, junkies have more rights than you do because liberalism spreads worse than a virus from a Chinese lab.
And for the politicians that argue the fact that they think San Francisco is safe right now, go down to Civic Center and pull out your camera phone, and I guarantee you will be met with some type of violence or some type of disgruntled individual. You don't need to be smoking drugs. There's children that live in this building right here.
Fuck off, bitch. It's a free country, asshole.
So maybe you should take it somewhere else.
Please stop getting the game off of me.
Come on, bro. Leave her alone, bro.
Take me, bro.
Who the fuck you think you talking to, punk? It's an ecosystem that has thrived off of the illegal drug trade, the lax laws for stealing and reselling stolen goods. Oh yeah, the shoplifting is wild.
Recent high-profile cases of organized retail theft have cast an ugly pall on cities like San Francisco.
You know, I've seen the people come in, take whatever off the shelves, and just walk right out of it.
More than a dozen Walgreens stores have shuttered. Target has limited its hours.
It was happening so much here at this Whole Foods that's in my building that they had to shut down. The employees didn't feel safe. The place was only open for a year. Oh, it was only open for a year, and this was their flagship store. It was a gorgeous store.
London Breeze sucks. She's allowed to use drugs on the street. I gotta go to work every day and walk through shit.
Yeah.
People not over dying.
Bro, I'm the real.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up, dog?
How you doing?
How you doing out here, bro?
I'm living the best I can. Unfortunately, I'm living these mean streets.
Yeah.
Still alive.
You been doing drugs and shit?
Absolutely. It's the life we live.
What's your drug of choice?
Crack cocaine. No, I'm kidding. Fentanyl.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a year.
What do you think made you want to first get into it?
I'm opiate dependent. I've been dependent on opiates since I was 16. Broke my leg, broke my ankle. I've been doing Percocets.
And then that's how it started.
That's the biggest reason.
So what starts it here is usually a lot of people go through a broken leg, whatever, etc. You name it. They'll get prescribed some sort of hard pain drug, usually an opiate based, and they start a dependency. And then once they can no longer get the pills, they have to get what the base is made out of, which typically goes to heroin or fentanyl.
That's why a lot of people are addicted to these opiates, you know.
The Sackler family is one of the richest families in America. The source of that wealth was for many years OxyContin, the addictive painkiller considered one of the initial sparks for the nation's opioid crisis. A crisis that has already left more than 450,000 Americans dead and continues today.
I'm dependent on it, you know. Without it, I don't function as well, you know.
How'd you break your leg?
Fighting, actually. I was in a fight, yeah. 16, 17, high school, yeah, freshman year, sophomore year. My sister was making out with some fucking roid rager, so I swung on him, and my buddy grabbed me. I don't know what happened. My ankle ended up getting snapped on the stair.
Have you tried to, quit before?
Yeah, I did about two and a half years this last run. I had my life together, and I ended up hurting my back in the job, working in construction over in Livermore. Relapsed and got evicted. Lived in my van. It became real once I lost my van. It's a trip. So my goal is to try to stay alive and stay, you know, I don't want to die before my mom, you know what I mean? That's my biggest goal. Is she shouldn't have to bury her son.
Where's your mom at now?
North Carolina.
When's the last time you talked to her?
7 years, 5, 7 years. It's been a while. I'm 30. I turned 38.
Does she know you're out here?
No one does. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. If you see me, I'm still alive. I know I look like shit. Lost all my teeth, but that was I got in a fight. I got jumped, so.
Honestly, bro, you don't look that bad.
Thank you.
Yeah. How do you get money?
The boost in life, as you can see.
Oh, shit. fresh licks.
Said fresh licks, you said. We got stuff to get by. Stay warm. Got some shirts. Got my Ben & Jerry's. You know what I mean?
How do you typically resell the shit that you boost?
It sells itself. Everyone loves a good deal. I know it's not a good thing to do, but it is what it is. It's our life. We could be doing worse things. A lot of these big companies are all fucking write-offs anyways.
Ice cream, how much for the ice cream? I want the ice cream.
$3 for that one.
What flavor is it? What flavor is it? Yo, I haven't tried that one. Send it. I got 3 right now. I'm gonna eat it right fucking now once I give him the cigarettes.
It is what it is. It's either that or I starve tonight. It's all around shitty. It's not fun. You know what I mean? I'd rather work. This shit's harder than you think. You know.
Ice cream's more addicting than fentanyl. I'm not gonna lie. If fentanyl didn't make me dope sick, I would be more addicted to ice cream. I think once I'm done and sober from fentanyl, I'm still gonna be addicted to ice cream.
San Francisco's locking up their ice cream.
Yeah, so what happened to the ice cream, bro? We had to lock the shit up because they came in here, they started stealing all kind of shit. They came with trash bags, and that's like every night, too.
So I say this, not only to the Democrats that we have to fix this problem, but I'll say it to the Republicans as well. We're handling... We're handling...
Hey, bad bitch alert.
Woo! Y'all, what's happening? My birth certificate say female, and it do say San Francisco, but I'm homeless.
Oh. Can we talk to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. So how you doing, Andrew? Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Okay, so my name is Miss J. Vera Williams. The last corporate job I had was Ted Baker as a senior manager in 2022, making $2,700 every 2 weeks, and that's still not being enough to, number one, solidify safe housing and to live off of.
How much do you think you need a month to survive well in San Francisco?
$5,000. But I'm a person that would categorize under high priority, consider I have HIV. And I live at a SRO, so it's basically like temporary.
Wait, didn't she say she was making $2,700 a week? That's like 10 grand a month. Wait, hold on. Did I hear that wrong?
And solidify $700 every 2 weeks, and that's still not being.
Oh, $2,700 every 2 weeks. So she was making $5,000. Oh, but she's high maintenance.
To number one, solidify safe housing and to live off of.
How much do you think you need a month to survive well in San Francisco?
$5,000. But I'm a person that would categorize under high priority, consider I have HIV. And I live at a SRO, so it's basically like temporary housing until they find new housing.
Due to having HIV, Miss J. Williams qualifies for San Francisco's Single Room Occupancy, or SRO program, which provides at-risk, unhoused people with access to low-cost housing, usually in 8 by 10-foot rooms, in one of the many dilapidated residential hotels in the Tenderloin neighborhood for up to 30 days.
The city calls single-room occupancy buildings, or SROs, the last housing option before homelessness.
Currently, 15,000 people live in SROs in San Francisco, and their average monthly rent is $895.
I just moved there, but I was twice physically assaulted 4 times due to being trans.
What do you want, a room at the Four Seasons?
I don't want a room at the Four Seasons. I just want a room that's safe. I got bit by a pit bull last week. I just got out the hospital from literally somebody saying in the Latino dialect, "Get that," and their pit bull biting me on my ankle.
Well, that's just because, you know, San Francisco's just gotten out of hand. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're from San Francisco?
Yeah, my grandfather's. I'm from Fillmore, Hayes and Central. I pay cash money for these titties.
Hell yeah, how much?
$30,043. I like type of banks or something like that. Like this is like real deal Holyfield, and it's a shit. You cannot open a door to nowhere. You can't open no door. Like I could have bought a house. I could be opening a door. I couldn't be on these streets right now.
Yeah.
You can buy these titties later when you buy your house and you're gonna finish your education.
That's the message to the kids. Wait to buy titties after getting the master's degree.
Please, all that Botox and Rotox and Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Please wait. Education, spirituality, and really doing the work every day. Go fund me, y'all, Miss J. Williams.
San Francisco, California. Frisco. Some people say the Paris of the West.
A gold rush boomtown that began in the late 1800s after the discovery of the Comstock lode sent millions of Americans headed west.
An explosion of migration from the ends of the earth.
For a while, shit was going pretty good.
It was.
until 1906 when a horrific earthquake came and destroyed 80% of the city, taking 7,000 lives.
San Francisco is gone.
A lot of people thought Frisco was done for good, but they were totally wrong.
San Francisco was rebuilt.
By the mid-century, it became the epicenter of counterculture. First, the beatniks, then the beat poets, then the hippie movement kicked off, which brought over 100,000 self-described flower children to the Haight-Ashbury, aka Hashbury neighborhood, to do acid and hang out. And it wasn't just San Francisco. Across the Bay, the Hells Angels were going strong. The Black Panther Party was becoming more powerful than ever. And a young journalist named Hunter S. Thompson was getting his start. The SF innovation wave just kept rolling. A couple years later, Burning Man begins on Baker Beach. The People's Temple begins in the Fillmore District. And the Castro District emerged as a mecca for gay men, with the rise of local leaders like Harvey Milk.
We are coming out of the closet!
And then one smart guy named Steve Jobs had a pretty bright idea. Macintosh, the foundational tech company that led to the boom of Silicon Valley, which brought over 1,000 tech companies to the Bay Area in just 5
Whatever happened to Silicon Valley? Is it still there?
years.
Bay Area, Silicon Valley, and
Yahoo, eBay, Dell,
Dell built a desktop just for me.
Intel, Microsoft,
I'm Bill Gates.
Facebook,
Hey, how's it going? This is our first live video.
Twitter. By 2019, San Francisco's GDP rose to $534.56 billion, making it the 8th largest economy in the entire world. Good news?
What?
Not really.
Everything that
There
you
it
think
is.
that it is really not what it is.
344% rent hike.
Neil has been paying $1,800 a month rent, but his
Yes.
landlady recently informed him she was raising the rent to $8,000 a month.
San Francisco is a fucked up place.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's impossible to live here. The rent is rising. Minimum wage is the same. No parking. If you get a parking ticket, nigga, that's a whole check right there. Rent is high, food is high, tickets is high, minimum wage is the same. You need to work 3 jobs just to live in a 1 bedroom in Zombieland.
We can't afford to live here. I'm born and raised here and I can't even afford to live here, but I do hard work, trapping.
Welcome to San Francisco.
A little bit of bipping here and there.
Oh, shit.
And I make do. I make do with what I do. So you could have a job in the city, but you need other forms of income. So you need to hustle up something. You need to be doing 3 or 4 other things to survive in this city. You cannot just have one job. It's
That's
impossible.
insane.
Unless you're like a lawyer, you work in tech, or you would trick.
Within just 10 years, rent in San Francisco nearly tripled, while the minimum wage remained the same, leading to a mass exodus of native San Franciscans.
You got San Franciscans moving to like Vegas, Texas, New York,
Bro, we got
Atlanta.
a lot of people from California over here, I'll tell you that. And Texas is getting a massive flood of Californians. I don't know about New York personally, but that I believe it 100%.
And a mass influx of what are colloquially known as tech bros. This created quite a few problems. For one, many of these tech bros had no cultural or family connection to the city. Plus, they weren't really there to stay. For example, the average residency for a Twitter or Facebook employee in San Francisco is 9 to 12 months, and many of them were bussed in and out of the city by private charter buses.
San Francisco, not for sale!
These people angry at what they see as growing income inequality in the city.
Now, before we continue, I'd like to mention that San Francisco's gentrification was not explicitly a direct result of tech. In an ideal world, big tech actually could have been good for the city.
It
But
was.
The real culprit here is insane zoning regulations imposed by a group of lobbyists called the NIMBYs. NIMBY stands for Not in My Backyard.
NIMBYs in cities like San Francisco are essentially importing suburban expectations and land use controls into central cities.
So geographically, San Francisco is actually a pretty small area, which is not that densely populated. And many of the old school upper income neighborhoods like Nob Hill and Pacific Heights, which is home to the Pelosi family,
Drop the hammer.
are within walking distance to the commercial heart of the downtown area. So, when big tech began to arrive, bringing in hundreds of thousands of new young professionals, residents of these neighborhoods became very concerned about the potential construction of high-density apartment buildings, particularly with how this would cause noise pollution with the sounds of jackhammers and forklifts and beyond, but also how the buildings might block their view of the city or the bay. So neighbors of these wealthy areas would get together every time a high-density development was proposed and say, "Not in my backyard," and they would lobby to get their neighborhoods protected listed under historical preservation status.
Marking a building, corridor, or neighborhood as historic is one tool NIMBYs can use to embalm a neighborhood while feeling good about themselves. They're defending the cultural and historic character of the place.
While this did serve to preserve traditional San Francisco aesthetics, it also basically froze urban development during the city's largest economic boom in history, causing home values to skyrocket and rent to rise far beyond what the median monthly income was. As a result,
San Francisco experienced the most intense gentrification in American history. Black population shrunk from 14.5% to 6% of the city, and the poverty line rose so high that households making under $117,000 per year are considered to be low income.
You can make that in Vegas and live a very, very, very comfortable life here. You can make a very... Cost of living in Vegas could creep up. Yeah, because we're getting all those people here. Because then they make so much more money that they're willing to pay more. That was a real problem with the housing a bit ago.
You're a San Francisco city girl like me, born and raised. It's too crowded here now. It's too much.
Very quickly, the creative class was replaced by the professional class, leaving vast subsections of the city utterly swagless. Still, California politicians didn't care. They wanted exponential growth, and for a while, it was happening. Then, in early 2020, a very hungry man allegedly ate a pangolin at a wet market in Wuhan, China, which ultimately prompted these tech companies to vacate all of their San Francisco offices in favor of a work-from-home model. At some point, these mega corporations like Twitter and Facebook figured out you can make just as much money, if not more money, having employees work from home. Not to mention, according to a recent study, employee happiness has increased by over 20% since remote work began as the industry standard for tech.
We're more productive at home, we're happier at home, we're doing what the company asks of us.
They were happier, healthier, and they realized something.
You know, you couldn't move anywhere and keep your Bay Area money. You know, you couldn't move anywhere and keep your Bay Area money.
Now working from home, hundreds of thousands of new San Francisco transplants had to make a choice. Should we stay in this extremely expensive, unwelcoming city full of homeless people and locals who don't like us and see us as walking emblems of oppression and displacement? Or keep the exact same job and move to somewhere like Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where you can afford a gorgeous mountain home for the same price as a studio apartment in the Castro district? Most Californians in this position picked option 2 and got the hell out of town.
They did.
Even after California
there was the big exodus
in early 2021,
there was the big exodus, and there's still an exodus to this day. They're still coming.
You want the economy to reopen permanently.
These tech workers and the companies who employ them were like, man, fuck that. We're not going back to San Francisco. And some of these companies realized that emerging AI technology would allow them to cut their workforce in half.
Yep.
150,000 tech workers have been laid off in 2022 alone.
Bloat. This was the COVID bloat. They hired a lot too many people.
We regret to inform you your position has been impacted.
I called my boss back and we just sobbed over the phone.
It's a Twitter bloodbath. Nearly 4,000 fired in one fell swoop. Ooh. Half the global workforce. Twitter is not alone.
Damn.
Mass layoffs are happening across the tech world.
I take full responsibility for this decision.
The economy of San Francisco was collapsing in real time. Not to mention, homelessness nearly doubled during COVID. And politics aside, crime was on the rise.
As the city of San Francisco deals with the shocking, high-profile murder of tech executive Bob Lee, a greater question emerges. Who wants to live here anymore?
Yeah, out of pocket. I knock a nigga out his socket. I don't give a fuck if you won't get out of pocket. I'm not the one to motherfucking fuck with. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Yeah, I'll pull up with the switch. I'm on Cedar Block.
Let's go.
Nigga, what you mean?
For this combination of reasons, over half of San Francisco's recently built luxury apartment buildings and giant office buildings are completely vacant right now. They're actually for sale.
It is becoming the next Detroit almost.
General Motors, Ford and Chrysler. It was a golden era of full employment for a triumph.
And I honestly think that'd be great. I would love to buy some property in California. So I hope plummets.
America.
As they grew and they became multinational companies.
Detroit lost 200,000 inhabitants between 1950 and 1960.
you know, to where these tech industries have pulled out, just like the car industries pulled out of there, and we're starting to be left with like a shell of our great city. And now it's debilitated and shut down into something that is never going to be able to get rented out again. All those tents out there, they're able-bodied individuals. They're being told that they shouldn't be working and they can collect general assistance and they can stay home and play on their phone. It's ridiculous. You know, we need to start encouraging people to get back out to the workforce. We need to start making, you know, that like a requirement. And these individuals that are coming here from Salt Lake City, Boise, Idaho, all these other places that San Francisco are putting a strain on our services. If they're gonna come here to San Francisco, you need to be working. You can't just come here and just mooch off the taxpayers. You know, that is ridiculous. So
there's ads online for people to come from other parts of the country to come here and get shelter.
Where are you from, sir?
Money. I'm from Montana.
He's from Montana, see?
Yeah, but I didn't come here for that. I live here and I work and I got a job and I got a girlfriend and we do drugs, but we're not robbing cars or fucking sucking off the city, you know, or shitting on the sidewalk.
See, so there you go. There you have it. Montana, we're taking in your drug addicts as well. All this strain is getting put on my city, and that's why I'm a San Francisco nationalist. I really want what's good for San Francisco.
You know, you have companies that used to have 4 buildings in San Francisco that now have 1 floor. And so all the infrastructure that's been built for this high pay is now sort of collapsing.
Restructure. Simple. Just restructure. Yeah, sorry, the rich people are going to have to suffer a little bit. And I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but if they're going to do that whole NIMBY, not in my backyard thing, I mean, they're going to have to restructure, literally restructure the entire city. Because looks like Silicon Valley is no longer Silicon Valley anymore.
You know, and then to say that the reason that San Francisco isn't doing well is because of poor people living on the street who use drugs. It's not real. It's a red herring. You know, we just did a street assessment here in the Mission, and 73% of the people that we spoke to were previously employed and housed, okay? Where were they working? They're working in janitorial jobs.
I just woke up. Hi, good morning, Eka. Hello. It is 6:30 in the morning? Holy shit. Good morning. Oh my God, you wake up so early. That's good, though. Happy Thursday.
Those office buildings.
Wait, is it Thursday or Friday over there? What the fuck? It should be Friday, right? Happy Friday. I'm so terrible at that.
Buildings. All of those businesses have changed their modality, especially those you talk.
We're watching a video on the San Francisco streets. Holy shit, we gave ourselves anxiety earlier with the video we watched earlier. It was about getting stuck in a cave. I want to sleep, but I can't. Are you just having trouble sleeping? Do you not work on Friday? Have you tried playing some rain sounds? Like, and then going to sleep? Or white noise?
About downtown being closed. Well, downtown used to employ hundreds, thousands of people who are working in low-level, entry-level jobs, you know, as janitors, as, you know, all the things that supported that business.
I have work to do.
There's no one in those buildings.
Much like the gold tycoons who pillaged the West for its resources centuries ago, only to leave behind ghost towns that mark the Wild West, big tech has essentially used San Francisco as a playground for over 2 decades, and now has left behind an overpriced shell of a once great American metropolis. Anyways,
you can't really blame the tech industries for that. That's all government policies. The government, it literally said the San Francisco district attorney is letting them use drugs in the open with no repercussion. They're not doing any sort of rent controlling or monitoring where you have to pay $8,000 a month in rent. You know, there's nothing. There's nothing. It's literally all. A lot of it can be restructured.
The story of corporate greed is typically...
It's government's fault. Yes, true. You cannot blame the private companies for this.
...left out of the San Francisco conversation.
All you seem to hear about on TV is that San Francisco is an apocalyptic third world wasteland.
It is.
Brazen crime taking a huge toll on America's most progressive city.
Full of fentanyl, petty crime, graffiti, and so forth.
People are being shot, stabbed, beaten, brutalized, and they fornicate and they defecate and they...
Guns are also illegal in California. So how are they getting shot? Guns are illegal. That's California, New York. There's a couple of red states in America where you technically can't really have guns. So how are people getting shot? They're illegal. Oh no. But yet that shit doesn't happen as much in Texas or here. People pop off.
Do everything.
Is this true or is this cap? Let's go find out.
So my name is Tracy McCrae. I'm currently the president of San Francisco Police Officers Association.
Oh,
I've been
police
a cop,
officers.
it's going to be almost 34 years.
Is crime on the rise here?
Certain types of crime are on the rise. So robberies, right? They are up about 12.
Bro, we see them on TikTok every day. Hey, where they're robbing some different store.
12 to 15%. I mean, don't walk around with your cell phone out because it's finna get snatched. So Prop 47 lowered the threshold for certain crimes like petty theft, right?
Yep. Prop 47, as we literally said, the government. Prop 47. So they passed a new law that allows you to steal up to $1,000 worth of stuff and it be a misdemeanor. Guns illegal is just mean normal people can't afford the right to protect themselves, like in Thailand. We are slaves. Yeah, oh, completely, exactly. You know, like this that we have a homeless epidemic here in Las Vegas. One day maybe we can do an IRL stream and pass by, show you the whole city. I would like to get something like that planned by next year. But we have a homeless, you know, we have homeless camps, we have homeless people, but it's nowhere near to what's happening in California. And I am literally 4 hours from California. So, I mean, but we have, guns are very legal in Las Vegas. I have literally had a cop told me before, if you had your gun on you, you should have shot the guy. That was from a cop. He was like, yeah, I would have blasted him. I was like, what the fuck? A cop told me that? I was like, I didn't know what was legal at that point. He was like, nope. He was threatening your life with the car. You should have just unloaded. I was like, yes, no problem, Mr. Officer. Next time anyone tries some crazy shit like that, we just pop right off. Gotcha. But no, I mean, like, so what they did is they passed a whole bunch of laws. Like, my mind was so blown in the beginning of this video because they passed an open air drug use law, which means you can use anything in the open. That you can start shooting up in the open and nothing will happen to you. My brain is exploding at that. I can't comprehend who would think that's a good idea. Because literally, they showed clips of children getting off buses and having to walk through all these motherfuckers shooting up and doing drugs. My brain, I did not even know that was a thing over there in California. I did not know. Oh my God.
It reduces certain drug and theft crimes from felony charges to misdemeanors.
Before.
And misdemeanors are something you can just get a ticket for. So they'll just be like, yeah, here you go, man. Hey, yo, don't do it again. All right, bye. And a felony is where you get arrested.
If you stole anything over $400, that would be a felony charge.
Yes.
With Prop 47.
It
so
used
now
to
you
be.
can steal up to $949.99, and you just get a ticket if you're caught. It's a citation, so it's akin to you running a stop sign, I pull you over and I give you a traffic citation.
Exactly.
And you're either one of two people. You're like, oh shit, I got a ticket, or you're like, I don't give a shit. Back in November of, 2022, people just ransacked into the Louis Vuitton and just made off. That made national news.
Stunning video. This is going viral in San Francisco. Brazen thieves emptied out the Louis.
Make drugs legal, but also regulated. It's a must too. I forget which country does this. There is a country, I forget if it's, I'm not sure if it's Switzerland or some other else. They have all drugs that are legal, and they have like centers where you go pick up medical grade heroin and all the stuff you want to use, and they have centers where they'll apply it for you safely, you know. And those places that have these kind of things where drugs are legal and they'll help you properly use them without dying, they actually have less of a drug addicted population than places where drugs are illegal. I think by making something illegal, you kind of add a little bit of, what's the word? Not glamour, but a little bit of a mystery to it, you know, a little bit of cloudish, you know, kind of cool mystique, a good mystique to it, you know, because it's illegal, it's taboo, you know. But once it's legal, like here, like marijuana is legal in Las Vegas. Is legal everywhere. And like, drug use for cannabis is down among teens. You know, among older people after you hit 18, it's skyrocketing because they make cartridges here that you can just vape. So fucking, I mean, you see moms at fucking Target hitting these cartridges. So I mean, that is on the rise. But as far as young consuming, it's actually not increasing, which isn't crazy, you know. But fentanyl and heroin is on the rise.
Vuitton store in
Even
Union
here.
Square.
So not a good look for the city, because we would love for people to come here and visit and spend their money, because tourism has always been our bread and butter.
Welcome to the most beautiful city in the world. San Francisco, I don't mean Frisco. San Francisco, here I go.
Let's go.
But unfortunately, this past week, they hit Burberry, they hit Fendi, they hit Gucci.
Lieutenant McRae was making one thing clear. There was a massive organized retail boosting squad that was currently active in the immediate vicinity of Union Square. So I walked around Union Square and tried to find someone who might know something. Within 15 minutes, I identified the culprits. The Finesse Mall Gang.
This is why people shit talk California so much. The cops can't stop these people, but Andrew found them in 15 minutes.
A graffiti and shoplifting crew known for spray painting public buses and stealing shit from Union Square.
Anybody could go to the store, grab some shit, and run out. It's about technique. It's how you do it. I mean, there's a lot going on though. You got the drug sales. You got motherfuckers getting shot, car burglaries. You know, you name it. That's what's going on. That's how we get it, man. That's all we know. Getting it out the mud, getting out these dirty streets. Tenderloin, but we all locked in over here, man. We got face car valid all through these trenches.
How'd that make you feel?
Man, I'm ready to do it again.
This is America.
This one, right? Yeah, of course,
Okay,
right?
sick.
Is that a good adrenaline?
He said y'all can cover the face on this one, huh?
Boost,
Hey,
right?
absolutely, my heart pumped.
Hey, look, let's go over here with it.
You got the cops right there, you feel me?
Bro, you don't give a fucking Cali.
Hi, Channel 5.
Hi, Channel 5. How do you guys make your money and support yourself out here?
Hey, look, before all these niggas was doing this run out the store shit, we was walking out the store. We was having them say, y'all have a good day. Finesse them all, that's what it is, man. It's FBA shit, man.
If you were to guess, how much merchandise do you think you've been able to boost numerically in the past couple years?
Oh, God, everything, bro.
Probably like a 100 ball, maybe a little more than 100 ball. You know what I'm saying? A little more than 100 ball.
$100,000.
Yeah, 100,000.
Hey, look, there's not a shop in Union Square that we haven't hit for at least 10 bands. All them designer stores, Montclair, Louis, Gucci, Sunglasses Hut. We was smacking them, bro.
I used to go to the Apple store and take the motherfucking display phones, bro. It's called Gorilla Boosting, bro. Go in there and come out, bro. Bare face and everything, no mask, you feel me? I'm in there, I'm getting out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, honestly, I done splashed during the daytime, you feel me? I ain't even gonna cap. I done splashed over there on Lombard. Tourists over here talking about, oh my God, if y'all don't knock it off, you know what I'm saying? This is regular out here.
Well, they were in the while they were in the car. They came. Oh, bro.
Crazy
I'm
boost.
speechless.
Oh my God.
Oh, what's time, bro?
Which time? Shit. Was going to Twin Peaks, and there's somebody parked up on the side, trying to, you know what I'm saying, take some pictures and shit like that. Well, we end up splashing they shit.
Oh my God, I'm gone. Stay in here.
Get down. Call Ashley.
Stay down.
The next day, motherfuckers on the news.
Team of gunmen rob a film crew in front of terrified witnesses.
And see, one of the robbery suspects pistol whips one of the victims. Tripod legs are hanging outside of the rear passenger window, and as they drive away.
You feel me? But can't speak too much on that, because, you know what I'm saying?
Tell them the Gucci story.
Okay, so one time we went to the Gucci store, RIP my nigga Fury, man, FBA, man.
We went to Union Fury, man.
Search continues this morning for the gunman who robbed another high-end designer store in San Francisco's Union Square.
So I stole $2,000 purses. He stole a tracksuit, alarms, and everything. My nigga Fury stole a couple things too. And he got alarms all through the Gucci tracksuit walking in.
Beeping, bro.
Bam, bam, bam. And we're just, everywhere we walk, bro, in the store beeping. Them motherfuckers knew he was up to no good. By the time they come up, like, sir, you need any help? Nah, I just need help to show me where the exit's at now. I'm about done here. We walked out with like $10,000, $15,000 worth of shit, bro.
Are you guys worried about consequences like from the police out here?
What? San Francisco doesn't believe in crime. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shout out the DA though. Oh, shout out London Breed too. Shout out London Breed.
And once the arrests are made, we are hopeful that our DA.
This is London Breed. This is the mayor.
Will prosecute.
I did time in San Francisco, but never like stayed more than like a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying?
We've been doing consequences since juvenile hall. Graduated to prison.
Most definitely.
Still out here, same shit, same environment.
I think they don't give a fuck.
Do you think that's changing the way that like businesses decide to move their shit here?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why they're all closing down on market.
Since the start of the year, the city has seen the exit of more than a dozen national retailers from the downtown area.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel bad about that? Or?
Absolutely not. Welcome to the Bay. Straight up. Welcome to the Bay, bro.
Welcome to the city. You know
and I hope when you executives come over here to finalize the paperwork to sign to close the store, your shit gets splashed, my nigga. Welcome to the Bay Area, bro. It's just what we do. We do it all. Splash shit, line them up, stain gang.
By splash, they mean break your car window and take your shit.
We do all that, bro. Trap,
Bip City,
everything, bro. Out the bitch, you name it, we doing it.
Off the bitch.
Working with our Hondos, you know, this baby Honduras right here, man. You feel me?
Shocking discovery in California's drug trade. Hundreds of San Francisco's dealers are coming to our state from just one place, the small town of Syria Valley. It's in the middle of Honduras. You can see in these pictures that many homes in the Syria Valley are built with images of familiar Bay Area icons.
I work at La Cocina up the street. It's about 30, 40 Hondos out in front of that motherfucker every day selling dope.
Hey, what the fuck? What you want, bruh? Don't be recording all of that up in my face, bruh. Get that shit up on, bro. Don't fuck around like that, bruh.
The Hondos are Hondurans, and they're posted on every block. Police roll right past. They don't get out. They don't roll their window down. They don't say shit. They just look at them, keep going.
What's going on with the Honduran gangs here?
As far as I know it, you get a lot of like young people that are trying to cross into the country, and so they get sponsored. You get a lot of Mexican cartels that are offering basically protection to these young people, and then once you're here, you're working for them.
This is a very important part of the story. I had a chance to speak with a couple Hondos, but I did so off camera. Putting them on camera could put them and their families at serious risk. Here's how it works, and here's why they're in San Francisco. Let's start with the history of fentanyl.
Okay.
Fentanyl is produced by China or in China, depending on how you look at it. They sell most.
And what they do is they change the recipe just a little bit, and then it's technically not illegal, and they're able to pass it.
Of their product legally to American pharmaceutical companies like Johnson & Johnson, who owns the patent to fentanyl patches, fentanyl candy, and fentanyl liquid IV drip.
Fentanyl is used in operating rooms and to control pain after surgery.
Much like Nike, Apple, and other American corporations looking to save money by outsourcing production to countries with lax labor regulations, American pharmaceutical companies literally procured trillion-dollar contracts with Chinese medicine manufacturers to produce cheap generics of many of our favorite drugs today. Percocet, Oxycontin, Xanax, promethazine and codeine, aka dirty Sprite.
Yeah, lean.
And last but not least, the man of the hour, fentanyl. There's not really any music about fentanyl, yet.
Fentanyl is going to bind to your opioid receptors in your central nervous system.
Well, at some point, these Chinese manufacturers realized there was more eager clients besides Johnson & Johnson. And the coolest thing about these new clients, they don't even need you to actually make the fentanyl. All they need is the analog precursors, sodium borohydride and chloride. They bake it down, bag it up, and smuggle it into the U.S. These companies were the Sinaloa cartel and the Jalisco New Generation cartel, $2 billion Mexican drug empires competing for control of smuggling routes into the United States. And so it began.
Drug overdoses are killing more Americans now than at any time in history.
Yeah, they are.
100,000 people died.
At 22 years old, Sawyer Post made a mistake. He tried Percocet, a prescription painkiller.
The Percocet itself was laced with fentanyl. Unfortunately, my son
Krista says she believes this was Trinity's first time trying drugs.
9-year-old died from a fentanyl overdose.
Every day, 200 Americans die from a fentanyl overdose. Since 2018,
It's
which is
crazy.
around when these American-funded Chinese manufacturers began working with the cartels in Mexico, that number is now over 260,000 people. In San Francisco, about 2 people die from an overdose every day. Here is some incredibly sad footage of a husband handing over his wife's body to the San Francisco medical examiners.
Bye-bye, Vicky. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Vicky. Bye-bye, girl. Let me see it. Just one time. Where is it? Bye-bye. I love you, Vicky. I love you, life. I love you to death. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, girl. I'm sorry.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, here, man. Thank you. I can't take it anymore. You didn't even know Vicky, did you?
No.
Now, what you have to understand is that from a distribution standpoint, the current fentanyl crisis is much different than America's last significant drug crisis, which was the crack cocaine epidemic in the 1980s. Back then, cartels and possibly the CIA sold directly to American gangs to distribute in places like Los Angeles, Miami.
I like that, Andrew. That is a very good inclusion. And possibly the CIA.
In New York City. However, over time, the cartels realized that it was much more profitable to import their own dealers into the United States from impoverished third world nations. This is what's going on with the Hondurans. The cartel scouts in the slums of Central America and finds working age males in poverty. They promise them free, safe passage up north into the United States. Now, we at Channel 5 may or may not have recently gone to Latin America to follow in the footsteps of one of these Honduran migrants. But I will tell you this. Shortly after being smuggled across the U.S. border, many of these Hondurans are driven straight to San Francisco, given a package of fentanyl, given a street corner, and told they must sell it to pay off their coyotes. Anyways, more from the FEA gang.
Just catch a real quick tag right here.
You guys going to the dead show? Have fun. I will.
As I stood on Market Street with FEA, a group of middle schoolers from Oakland approached us with backpacks full of candy for sale.
You take cash out, little brother? Yeah, for sure. I'm watching I got hella shit. You want some candy?
At first, I wasn't sure what was going on, but my new friend broke it down.
Yeah, so behind us right here, man, you know what I'm saying? We got these kids, I say about 12 to 15, 16.
They're gonna rob
them.
them.
One of them, he say from Oakland, so they hop on board, come out here. This is money zone. Like I said, I ain't from out here either. Everybody comes out here from other cities. Rarely will you find someone from the city that's actually out here hustling. Basically what they did, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak too deep on it, but come here with some backpacks, go to a store, fill it up with candy, walk down Market, and the tourists, 9 times out of 10, they gonna buy it. They think, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, okay, look at these kids. They got the little hustle going on here. We respect it. They could be out here stripping shit, this and that, so we're gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? Little do
But
they
they
know.
out here
then,
stripping shit.
you know, you graduate. Now you figure out about bipping. Now you figure about house licks. Now you figure about playing with guns. Now you start, you know what I'm saying? You expand your horizon. You feel me? Bro, it ends up how me and my nigga Dre's ended up, bro. You start going to juvenile hall, and then you go to county jail, and then you go to prison. So he's supporting the young niggas, because we used to do some shit like that too.
The escalation of crime is pretty interesting.
Oh, it is. You know, they start looking up to the wrong kind of things too. Like they look up to my nigga right here.
Like you guys.
Bape outfit, you know, off-white belts, Jordans. That's the ultimate goal is I want to be out here saucy. You know what I'm saying? There's no talking to the young generation either. They don't want to hear it because I didn't want to hear it.
Is it possible to like stop people from going down this road?
Not really, because if you want it, you're going to get it. Yeah. I was the same way. You know, I was going to juvenile hall, motherfuckers was trying to preach this and preach that, and
what you gonna do when you're making no money and you dropping out of high school? Got a baby on the way with your lady. She don't understand you a little crazy. You can't even stop. You're stealing from your parents and running from the cops. Yeah, let me keep it real. Take a moment, look back. Every kid's got a dream that it wasn't be a drug addict. If you want to be high, be a hope dealer.
I don't want to hear none of it. You feel me? I don't want to hear what you guys change your life and this and that and what it leads to. Like, I ain't tripping, bro.
What are your aspirations for your life beyond this?
Me? Shit, I'm trying to get it together now, man. I've spent way too many years fucking up, you know what I'm saying? I'm I'm getting close to 30 now, bro, and it's just trying to get into a union or something like that. That's the plan right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the process of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of behind the scenes with this shit. You feel me? This is just.
Damn, you guys bought hella candy. What the fuck? You see how much candy they got?
It's not even about the candy, man. It's just the support.
I don't even want the candy. You know what I mean? You gotta support.
Shit, I'm about to head back to Santa. But my niggas
Santa
gonna be out
Monica.
here. Pleasure meeting you, bro.
My new friends from FEA said they had to go back to San but I wanted to keep checking out the streets of the Tenderloin. So they linked me up with their friend named Antoine, who is a couple blocks away.
Yeah, hey, what's up with my loved one? I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I done seen everything in San Francisco. The only thing I ain't never seen, a bitch that I need and a turtle with speed, nigga, on everything I love, nigga. The Bippin shit is going bananas, nigga. Look, when I say bananas, bananas, nigga, on everything, nigga, I swear to God.
He's got that straight Bay Area speak.
We ain't gonna get into all that, but just know, if your cousin show up into your house at 3 in the morning with a duffel bag and he happy, he did his thug thizzle that evening, you feel me? And it's a little petty crime, a little slap on the wrist, you feel me? I'm talking about you go sit up in county about 3-4 days, depending on what kind of prize you got, and they gonna let you right about that motherfucker. Motherfuckers get right back up in that motherfucker. Petty crime. Sparkies on the leash, top, and pull that motherfucker right back. Spark plugs and break a window quicker than a bip on my mama.
So can you tell us where we're at and what's going on?
Man, we is on 8th and Market, the notorious 8th and Market. You can find everything down here on 8th and Market, from hygiene bottles to fentanyl to bikes to wheelchairs. If you want a wheelchair, you come down here and get a wheelchair. So if you want some apple juice or canned goods, you get it for the low. You ain't gotta go to Food Court or Safeway. Come right here.
Jacob Shibashevsky, who owns Fermentation Lab on Market Street, says crime in the mid-market area has worsened post-pandemic.
I wish there was more that could be done.
So it's cool with me because I've been in San Francisco all my life. But for people that just moving out here, it's really hurting them because they're not used to this. So it's like the people that's gentrifying and coming into our neighborhood in these new tech company buildings and stuff are the ones that's complaining. If you don't like it, go back home. I'm okay with that. Shit, I'm tired of San Francisco being packed. Go ahead, close this motherfucker down. Let us get back to who we was before.
Macintosh.
The people that's been here, we okay with this. This has been going on before our time. This has been going on for years and decades. It's just visible now because they don't have nowhere to put them. If you look at documentaries from 1980s in San Francisco, they've been doing this. This been going on.
The rush is what got me.
I'm not gonna say we cool with it, but we understand it. We see how it goes. We okay with that.
This guy's doing a nitrous balloon. You think he's here for the Grateful Dead show, or you think he's a homeless guy? You here for the Grateful Dead show, or you living on the streets?
All gas, no break.
Hell yeah.
All gas, no break. There you go.
I think at this point, it's important to note that this entire documentary was pretty much filmed in a 6-block radius that composes one particular neighborhood in the city. This neighborhood is called the Tenderloin. Since the 1890s, it's been nicknamed the Tenderloin because it was suggested that police who patrolled the area receive additional hazard pay bonuses, also supplement their income with bribes from local brothels, gambling halls, speakeasies, and so forth, and ultimately receive such a good payout they could afford tenderloin steaks for dinner every night. The point I'm making is that for over 100 years, cops in Frisco have turned a blind eye to crime in the Tenderloin. Much like the downtown east side in Vancouver, BC, Canada, or the Kensington area of North Philadelphia, they consider it to be a containment policy. If they allow certain things like open-air drug markets to occur in a specific contained zone, then crime is unlikely to occur in.
Right, I remember hearing about this theory that they were trying to do this. They're basically quarantining all the junkies and trying to get all the bad shit to happen in one square and quarantine them there for most of California. So they allow the open-air drug markets, the open-air selling, the San Francisco DA lowering the policy of robbing. So it brings like all the people there. You know?
More affluent nearby neighborhoods. The same is true in San Francisco. Just a stone's throw away from the Tenderloin are very affluent neighborhoods like Nob Hill, Pacific Heights, and North Beach. These neighborhoods have a high police presence and low crime rates. Anyways, that's a story for another day. I wanted to check out some of the open-air drug markets that were allegedly in the Tenderloin. Antoine agreed to show me the biggest one, but he was a bit nervous about filming.
So what is this block up here that we're about to walk to?
This the block. This the block. If you gonna see, but that's the block. You feel me? But it's just a popular block where things happen.
Where things happen.
For downtown, you know, like we finna go check in with them. You know, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. I passed through, but I don't know enough, you know, to be right here. But I'm gonna let them go. You feel me? And do how they do when they do it.
So what's this block called again?
The Woo Block, W-O-O Block. I'm not from here, I don't hang out down here, but I know about it because I'm a San Franciscan, and just know, this block get a little crazy at times depending on what's going on, you feel me? It's a go-to block, one-stop shop. If you want to get something, they gonna have something, everything. That's why I said I'm gonna let the Hawk twins let you know.
What's going on, y'all, man? Y'all made it to the city, man, where it's pretty at, We on the Woo Block, man.
What the fuck?
Trapping over here, man. Selling weed, slapping booties, and making movies, man.
I can never switch, I can never snitch. I could never fuck with niggas acting like a bitch. I could never fold, could never be a hoe. I ain't never been a trick, I forever get the dough. I could never switch, I could never snitch. I could never fuck with niggas acting like a bitch. I could never fold, could never be a hoe. I ain't never been a trick, I forever get the dough.
Till I get $1 million deal, I'm still gonna sell dope on this hill, man.
How would you guys describe the current state of San Francisco?
I mean, shit, it's a bunch of shit going on, but this shit ain't nothing new. You know, everything that's going on right now been going on. It's just more so like they making it easier for motherfuckers. You know, they giving out needles, they giving out shit, you know, like.
It's part of San Francisco's public health strategy called harm reduction, taking steps to reduce the negative consequences of using drugs.
Aluminum foil. This is a lot of it.
What is it used for?
This is used so they can put their fentanyl on here, and then they burn it and they smoke it through a straw.
Shit, they just passed the law. They don't take you to jail for stealing no more. You get cited and released.
Yeah.
They damn near making it easy. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why everyone off dope come to the city. It's easy to be on dope. The police don't give a fuck, cause they ain't gonna take no dope fiend to jail, cause they ain't gonna make no money off of it. They'd rather take me and Tyler to jail, cause they know we gonna bail out. They gonna make some money off of us.
I'm a done daughter. Think I let it smell of that gunpowder.
I remember the hospital.
So he can get some funds out of it.
Yeah. They don't take crackheads to jail because it's no money in it. They don't have no money. They're not gonna pay no fines. My son go to school right here. I take my son to school and he looking at the niggas, the dude smoking dope right here. You know what I mean? So if you live here, it is kind of a problem because your kids are raised up watching people smoking dope on the side of the street, and that ain't cool. It is not good. You know.
That is not cool.
I feel like they should give them a certain area where they can smoke dope at. It's a disease. Motherfuckers off heroin and shit. If they stop doing heroin, they will die. So it's more so like instead of killing them, we're gonna give them some clean needles, or they gonna catch AIDS, you know, and be out here, you know.
Just standing right here, they just drove past 4-5 deep. They should be up there, but they down here.
The police, they'd rather pull up on me talking about we the real twins. There was some twin police. They pulled up on us like we the real twins.
Take y'all real twin ass up the street and go do some work.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best number.
If you enjoyed this
Holy
documentary,
shit.
I have great news. You only saw a small portion of what we're allowed to post on YouTube.
Yeah.
The complete documentary includes an actual tour of a safe injection site and harm reduction facility, as well as conversations with experts in the field. We also shadow a professional bipper and fentanyl dealer throughout his complete resale process, from breaking into cars in the Twitter headquarters to selling stolen goods at a secondhand illegal market in the Mission District. Beyond that, we also shadow a pimp.
Oh man, I'll break bitches, man.
Throughout his day at work. If you'd like to see all of this content, go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/channel5. As you know,
huge.
Channel 5 is and has always been completely independent. So if you want to support and see some stuff that you can't see on the regular internet, go to our Patreon. Thanks.
Damn, that's crazy. That was huge, man. Wow, my mind is blown, man. Wow. Damn. Wow. Just wow. Gee. Well, that was Channel 5's San Francisco Street. We'll give that a like. Oh, man.